Riley spoke to the president this morning and got his take on the state of play on this issue, okay? Joins me now for a debrief. Good to see you, Bill. First thing is, am I right that the president does identify this issue that, hey, we got to rethink what it takes for you to get access to the American market and what the give is, not just the get?
You know, I wouldn't put it that way. He's basically trying to restructure the economy. We talked about this. Only the second time in modern times this has been done. First one was the robber baron, Teddy Roosevelt, William Taft stuff back turn of the 20th century. And that was painful and bloody, and it's painful and bloody now. So let's run it down. About the doll controversy, all the president wants is for Americans to realize it will take some sacrifice on everybody's part to take the economy the way it is now, with the growing wage gap and less opportunity than there was in the 1950s and 60s. It will take some sacrifice to bring back a manufacturing economy that pays better wages. Now, interestingly enough, in the first term, Trump did that, particularly for minorities, for African-American workers, for Hispanic workers. The wages rose every year, even in the COVID years of Donald Trump's tenure the first time around. And now he took that lesson and said, I'm going to go on steroids. I'm going to charge admission to the marketplace, as you pointed out. Not much, but 10% to get in. And then I'm going to say, if you're going to exploit America by making your stuff in China, you're going to pay a huge price. So when he called me this morning, we went over this. He says his United States Treasury is receiving $5 billion a day right now. That will go down to pay the national debt, and that is tariff money. He says that he is very confident, and he was actually almost buoyant on the phone. He's a man of many moods, but he was really up, and he said, you know, this meeting in Switzerland, in Geneva over the weekend, between the Chinese and my guys, this is big. Now, I don't know. I'm not in any position to challenge anything, but the meeting is going to take place 3 days, and I do believe the odds are that there will be some kind of accommodation. I don't know how quick, I don't know how fast. India's in the mix, Japan's in the mix, South Korea's in the mix. And so if all of this breaks Trump's way, then you will have a wave in the stock market. The stocks will go up, bonds will go up, dollar will stabilize. It's going to take a while for those factories to get here. But when they do get here, the American worker will have a lot more options. And in capitalism, the more options you have, the more money you make.
Well, right.
So that was the essence of the conversation.
I mean, look, it's not surprising that Trump has a rosy view of his own prospects, right? You have a hard time. No, but
you got to understand something.
Yeah?
You got to understand something.
Go ahead.
When I talk to Trump, it's not like a reporter talking to a politician. I mean, the guy has never misled me in 35 years.
I'm not saying he's misled you.
We had one of the best interviews.
I'm not saying he misled you. I'm saying he's wrong.
I can gauge.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's just wrong.
You can say he's wrong.
I mean, but I'm not saying he's wrong. He is wrong, okay? The idea that the tariffs have been a boon. I'm not guessing. The idea that the tariffs have been a boon to the economy is demonstrably false, okay? He did too much.
Wait.
Too fast.
Will be.
No.
Will be, not has been.
Bill,
there is no is.
Listen, go talk to small businessmen.
There's no is.
Go talk. Of course there is.
Look.
People are getting stifled right now. They can't access things, especially small businesses. Credit markets are drying up because everybody is afraid of the uncertainty. There's absolutely been an effect already. Could it change? Yes. But the idea that it's been a boost is demonstrably false, Bill. It just is.
I didn't say it was a boost. I said he believes it will be. And a short term, a month, is impossible to turn the largest economy in the world around. So he believes, and he knows his legacy, as we discussed in the town hall meeting with him last Wednesday, which, by the way, he had high praise for. He watched the whole thing, not just his part. Okay, and he said that was one of the best, okay, because we had so many people with so much information coming on in. But he believes fervently that this is going to happen in the second half of this year. And by November, it's going to be happy days are here again. That's what he believes. He could be wrong, but you could be wrong too, okay? Now,
I
there's
could be
nothing
wrong about
skeptical.
the future. I am not wrong about the now because it's not an opinion, okay?
But
I mean, what's
now doesn't
happening is
matter.
what's happening. If you look at what's happening with
Doesn't
small
matter.
businesses, this is not a good moment for them. Could it change? Yeah, but they can't access things.
You know,
They
like
can't access
Cuomo.
capital. I mean, what, Bill? What am I saying that you don't like? Help me.
Everything.
Really?
It's like fighting the Civil War. Yeah, it's like fighting the Civil War. All right?
Also,
The first year was a disaster for the North. And oh, no, we lost. Oh, we can't do this. We can't do it. No, you have to let it unfold. Unemployment, as I told the Congressman Schloss, is from in a town hall meeting, is 4.2%. Consumer spending is still at the level it is. There's no need to cut interest rates. The Fed didn't do it today. Okay? The economy is humming along, Cuomo, and you're painting it as 1929.
oh, no, I'm
That's
not.
wrong.
I'm not painting it as 1929 at all. And the market is gambling. It goes up and down. I'm talking about the realities of small business and people who are trying to borrow money right now. They can't, Bill. That's the reality.
4.2 unemployment is about as low as it gets.
4.2
because the layabouts
unemployment
aren't
is.
gonna
It's
work.
almost full employment, which is why this ties into a different issue known as immigration. You need more workers in here right now. If Trump is successful and things come back, we're going to need more people. We don't have enough right now. We have 7 million open jobs.
If the Trump administration gets the immigration thing under control and labor needs more workers, then the green cards will go out.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm confident of that. He has no beef against immigration. He just wants it control. Let's get back to what's the most important thing here. What's the important thing is that Americans have options in a capitalistic system. You were right in your analysis that the options dried up after the Chinese came in and said, hey, Apple, hey, come over here. You can make more money. And Apple, boom, right over there. Okay? Hey. Now, what Trump's vision is he's going to bring back the options where the worker will have 2 or 3 choices in whatever area they live in. And that will drive wages up. And I don't mind if corporate profits go down.
Me either.
I agree with you. A lot of these people are greed heads.
They're pigs.
A lot of them are greed heads. But to say that billionaires are gonna influence the economy, the mass economy, that's ridiculous. You may scorn them, but unless you're going to take their money and their house and their yachts and their boats, as Bernie Sanders wants to do, the communist, unless you're going to take all that, even if
I'm
you
not saying that you take anything. I'm saying if you're asking people to give to get, don't ask the middle class. Ask the corporate class. If there's going to have to be pain, why should the people who've been paying it pay it?
He wants all Americans, from the top to the bottom, to accept some sacrifice in order to bring China to its economic knees. And you know what? China's not in good shape. They're not in good shape.
Yeah,
and
you're
that's
not
why
wrong.
they're in Switzerland over the weekend.
You're not wrong. They just don't have the same
Well,
pressures. Let's see what they give. Let's see what they get. And I appreciate the debrief. Thank you very much, Bill O'Reilly. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.